What's up? Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today I'm back at Champs Elysium for a workout, and I'm actually in the process of putting together my next Hyperfocused Glute Program. So this will be available for you very soon. But today's workout, we're going to be incorporating some strength elements into today's program. We're going to be hitting pull-ups, we're going to be doing dips, we're going to be doing bench press, which I'm just setting up behind me here, and a host of other lower body exercises that are going to target the glutes, hammies, quads, and all things. So stick around. I'm going to be giving you some tips about training, why I'm incorporating more strength into this particular training block, and a host more. So let's get stuck into it. So because we're going to be going into some strength work, and I have not done strength work, especially in my upper body, for a little while, I'm going to do a little bit of mobility. And my gosh, just doing this banded T-spine rotation just goes to show me how tight I actually am. It's been a little while since I've done this exercise, and in my first attempt to kind of pull myself back, it was so tight through my back. So with every repetition, and I did about 8 per side, things started to kind of ease up a little bit in my back. So 10 repetitions either side, probably a 1 or 2 second hold, just kind of allowing that band to kind of pull you back and rotate. So that's the first one that I'm going to do. Next one I'm actually going to do here is a banded hip exercise. So just going to loop it over your knee. And this is just an internal, external hip opener. So you want to make sure that you're far enough away from the point of resistance to provide you with some resistance. And I'm just kind of rotating my knee out. Ideally, you want to have the band kind of right in the crease here so that you can get some good tension. See how that's pulling back in? And then you open up through the hip. So just like 10 per side, a couple of rounds each. All of these exercises, by the way, are in the app. So we have several lower body, upper body, full body warm-up mobility programs, but it's certainly not a comprehensive like warm-up. There's so many other exercises in our library that are not necessarily part of a program. So yeah, as you're doing those warm-ups, you can also find others, add new ones if you like. I know it's hard not to. All right, just warming up my shoulders. You can do this with a broom, a PVC pipe, a band, whatever you like. I'm starting relatively...
Like close your waist.
Y'all can hear me, right? Alrighty, so just doing some back and forths with the same band I was just using. You can use a PVC pipe, you can use anything that you can find, a broom, probably not a barbell, it'll be too heavy. And I'm just starting out nice and wide. And then after I've done like 10 back and forth passes, I'll kind of bring my hands in by another fist. So feeling a little bit more challenging, but a nice dynamic stretch for the shoulders. See if I can go one more. Woo! Yeah, that's good. I almost have to pull out as I go through. Oh yeah, all right. I think we're gonna go for 4 to 6 for this weight. So we've got 135 pounds. I think I should be okay. My PR is 165, but again, that was when I was lifting heavy, so we'll have to see. All right, 4 reps, 135. So I'll finish my last set on a 2, but Well, I'm going to take it up probably 1 or 2% because that was probably an IPE 9.5. I can actually feel a little bit of discomfort in my elbow, but I think it's just because I haven't tried to lift anything heavy for a while. So my elbow is just like, what are you doing? Stop. So we'll do a really small increase. I don't think they have fractionals here, so I'll just use whatever the smallest weight plate is that they have. But I know when I was powerlifting, sometimes going up by like 1.25 or 2.5, which is usually the smallest plates in the gym, that was too much. So there is something called fractional plates. They're like tiny little things. I would throw them around in my bag. So makes your weight bag a little heavy, but it certainly allows you to hit PRs. So those are really good. I might link some in the description for you if you want to grab yourself some. Oh man. That was 1 or 2 was my goal. I was not confident that was even going to go back up. So 140 pounds. 1 rep max. I'm really happy with that. I mean, gosh, Sam, when was the last time we even trained strength? I feel like we did this at Crunch. Remember when we used to have that membership over there? Over a year. Over a year. It's not bad. I'm happy with that. I'll take it. But this is going to be part of my new training program. So I will be really interested to see like how much further I can take that with practice, because strength is really a skill. So you can do all the hypertrophy in the world, and you'll get some carryover, but nothing like training specifically for strength. So I'm really pumped for this exercise. All right, guys, what do we want to do next? Pull-ups or overhead press? I think I'm going to do the pull-ups first. So hard on a fatigued back, even just bracing for your chest press. Like there's a lot of lat engagement. So you might have noticed, like before I kind of do the rep, when I'm pressing, I'm suppressing my lats down like this, and then I take the bar down. So one way to kind of practice that, if you're not familiar with how to engage your lats, is to have a partner stand in front of you. So imagine if I've got my hands like on my partner, and you basically press down as hard as you can. So Sam, if you want to come a little bit closer and just watch my scapula, we can kind of show. So if I've got both hands on my partner, if this is in a relaxed position, I'm basically doing that. So as I unrack the bar, before I even start that lift, I'm in this position, and then I bring the bar down. So you look so much more supported in that position. So anyway, pull-ups. They're gonna be tired. Oh, my lats, that is. I hate this exercise, guys. Really do. All right, I think I'm just gonna go. I was deciding whether to do weighted so that my rep range is a little bit lower. I think for me, doing high rep pull-ups, it's so intimidating. And then it just gasses your back out for the rest of your session, and it will probably impact my next lift. But yeah, instead of doing weighted pull-ups today, we'll do an AMRAP. Do you reckon I should take my shoes off for a little bit less weight? Oh, I hate these so bad. So quick for what was that, like 5? Oh yeah? I'm ready for a nap. All right, overhead press is next. I think I'll work through a hypertrophy and strength for this set or this exercise. So we'll do a 12 and then maybe drop down to an 8. And then depending on how my poor shoulders and upper body are going, we might do like a 4 or a 6. So again, I haven't done this exercise in my program for a little while, and certainly not with strength rep ranges. So I'm just going to test the waters and hope that my estimations are good. So let's jump in. I tell you what, my upper body is toast for someone that hasn't done any strength for a while. So we're going to finish on dips. So we've already done chest press. Chest, obviously, you'll get a little bit of triceps in your pressing movement. So I always count that as a fractional volume. I'll give a 50% value to my triceps when I'm pressing. So now we're going to hit our chest again and triceps a little bit more. And again, you can kind of tweak where this exercise targets depending on the angle that you allow your body. So I am not really impressed with, or I don't have a strong need to try and target my triceps at the moment. So I'm going to do this with a chest focus, but I'll still get some secondary work coming through from my tris. Alrighty guys, so we maxed out over there on the dip. So I was able to do 3 sets of 10, which I'm happy with. It's a really good baseline. So moving on to some lower body now. I'm also going to be hitting my glute medius today, but I can never pass up this exercise. Obviously it's been my last 3 videos here, but I'm going to go for a PR today. So I'm going to start with the weight that I used last time. I've already done a few warm-ups. We've got the bands on, you can see kind of back here. They give you a little bit of support at the beginning of the movement. So I could take these off. It will be harder, but because I've been doing all of my previous sets using bands, last time I was here, I used them as well. In order to truly get a PR, I want to do it the same way. So we'll start with 5 plates and then I will probably add, 5% and we'll see how we go. Alrighty kids, we're moving on to the glute medius, my favorite, also least favorite muscle group to train right now. So I really love this machine. I'm actually excited to get back on it. I haven't done it since, I guess, the first visit here, which is a few weeks ago now. So there are so many ways that you can hit this muscle group. It's essentially anything that's abducting the leg. That means you can do it body weight, you can do it banded, you can do it with cables, and of course machines. I think there's a lot of versatility in having a variety of different exercises that target the glute medius because they potentially all hit that muscle a little bit differently. Again, we're starting to see with some of the research that's coming through that there are regional differences, and it's probably placed on, it's dependent on where the load is for that movement. So I personally find like all of the different glute movements hit slightly differently. And there's one, in fact, that I do religiously with bands on my back because I can feel it like right in the center up here. Also the lying hip abduction. You might have seen me do this at Laurel's gym in Fort Lauderdale and more recently at Flex and Flow. They've got a standing hip abduction and I basically set up the benches. I lay on my back and I'm like literally scissoring. But if you don't have access to this one at home, I think my favorite exercise is probably the cable. The way you do it on a cable is you would get like your normal, I guess, a bench that lifts and you can put it up onto an angle. So you'd have your 45-degree bench like this. You'd have the back seat tipped up a little bit. I basically kneel, hold on nice and close to the cable, and then you're basically kicking out on the 45 with your other leg. I probably should just show it, but it's a recent one I've added in. I don't know that it's actually ever been recorded in my workout library, so I probably need to get onto that, but that's another really great way to target this muscle. But anyway, I better stop talking. I'm just going to do this thing. All right, friends, moving on to hamstrings. I don't have the luxury of a seated hamstring at either of the gyms that I train at. Actually, that's not true. One of them does, but it's just a huge, big, giant, I guess, foot pad, and it's just not my favorite. So anything that kind of locks you in is always a win, but one that locks you in above the knees. So many of these machines, and I still don't understand why they exist, will often like put pressure here on the shin. I'm like, what? What's up with that? So in those situations, if that's what you've got access to, I get it, it sucks, but pop something on your shin. So I use my little mini yoga pad. I'll flip it over so it's double the thickness, just to, number one, protect your shin bone, because it can be really uncomfortable, but also takes away the gap that often exists between the pad that sits here and not, because they're usually in a fixed position. So if you can wedge something in there that kind of takes away the movement of your leg, so it's fixed, that's way better. But anyway, I like the hammer strength. It secures above the knee, and it allows you to get a really good, like, lengthened position. So I am really flexible hamstrings. So I've got to have something that allows me to like put me in that position, and this definitely does that. So nothing special about today. I'm going to do 1.5s. So basically coming all the way in under my bum, big squeeze, and then all the way out into the lengthened position. And then I'm just going to do a partial rep, only halfway. So that is a 1.5 rep. These are available in all of my workouts, and you can also use the substitute exercise feature in the app to trade out whatever you like. And remember, in the app, if you have a limited variety of equipment, and what I have prescribed in my program isn't what you've got access to, you can always go into the substitute or swap out exercise button, and then you can see all of the muscle groups at the top. Find the muscle group that you want to target, and it will show you my entire library of exercises. It's super helpful, but it will default to the same muscle group so that you can confidently look through that list and choose something that's also going to hit your hamstring. So that's a really great tool for all of my beginners who aren't confident in what exactly is being trained when you do each movement. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed today's more strength orientated workout. I can't wait to bring this program to you. By the way, it will be available in our upcoming challenge. So if you aren't familiar with our challenges, these are basically 6 weekly programs that run throughout the year. 6 weeks on, 4 weeks off. So our next one and final one for the year is going to be dropping on November 10, and it will have us finishing up just before Christmas. So if you're interested in joining that 6-week challenge, it's called Sleigh the Holidays. By the time you guys are seeing this, it should be live on my website. But either way, stay tuned on my social media. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go and subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my content. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Been going around this long, we are heading into Culver's. So I have been getting a post on Instagram like every other day for their cheese curd patty burger. So we're going out of our way to find this place, and I guess it's a limited time burger. So get some protein in, also something delicious, and hopefully a little bit of food porn here for the completion of today's workout. But that was so fun. We had the former Mr. Olympia, it's his gym obviously, training for his final session before he goes out to Vegas. So we're all flying out there, I guess in a few days time, to interview and to work out with people. But it was really cool. So Derek was just back there training, and my videographers are actually the 2 guys that are traveling with him for his Olympia trip, which is so cool. So yeah, it was very motivating, and it definitely makes it easy to train hard when you are surrounded by people with good work ethic. And I think the same goes just for life in general. The people that you surround yourself with and that are in your friend circle matters so much. They rub off on you, and just today is a perfect example. Like when you see people working hard and focused, it makes you want to do the same thing. So yeah, it was a good Sunday workout. I don't think I've ever been through a drive-through.
So is this your first time in a drive-thru?
Like since I was a child, yeah. I don't think I've eaten, like I don't normally eat fast food. If I eat out a lot. I don't want to pretend like I don't do that. But yeah, I think most of the restaurants that I eat at are like nice sit down fine dining. So yeah, I don't eat burgers very often or anything like this. We order pizza quite a bit though. I'd say we eat a lot of takeout pizza, and occasionally I will order like a Uber Eats, but yeah, you know, I like cooking when I have time. Certainly been a lot less lately, hasn't it? Is it popular on a Sunday? Is this how it usually is, guys? Amateur here. So we're gonna order, they have cod on their menu. So we were looking this up last night. We were trying to order it via Uber Eats, and the things that we wanted weren't on the menu. So we're like, oh, I'm not driving all the way over to get drive-through at like 11 o'clock at night. So we're back today, but they have cod. It's like a battered, and fried, and you can dip it in tartar sauce. They also have some chicken dippers as well, which looks good. So they have a really amazing sauce menu. So I'm probably going to get like 6 different sauces. And of course, we're here for the cheese curd patty. So I might even order an extra patty just because. Why not? Hi, I wanted to get 2 of the cheese curd burgers.
All right.
No, not as meals, just on their own. And then I'd like to get a serving of the cod.
They're just like a cod piece or like a sandwich?
Yeah, just the 2 pieces of cod.
You want that with the dinner or just by itself?
Just by itself, please.
All right.
And then the chicken dippers, there's that chicken tenders as well, just a 4-piece, please, on its own.
Any sauce with the cod?
Yeah, tartar sauce, please. Like 2 other sauces you'd recommend. I've never been here before.
Okay.
Maybe yeah, that's the one you gave us. Awesome, that's all, thank you.
Any sauce on that one?
Whatever you give me. Thank you.
And can I just get a name for the order?
Holly?
Pretty amateur order, Holly.
Did I do it right, guys? I'm like, oh yeah, burger thing? Does it come with a meal? I think we got meals. But I just asked for the burger. Oh well, I guess we'll see what we got. Is it that long since I've been to a place? I have no idea what things should cost. 2 burgers, $17. I think that's a good deal. I can't say that the rest seems like a good deal. Came to $43, guys, for our order. You feel like we got ripped? I'm so skeptical.
Holly, would you call this fast food?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is my definition of fast food.
No, I'm saying, what time is it now?
Oh damn, it's 3:39. Oh, it's slow food. Yeah, for a Sunday afternoon, I'm so surprised. It's like not dinner, it's not lunchtime, but maybe that's how it rolls on Saturdays. So, hey, thank you. Awesome, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Cheers. You too. Alrighty. Oh, we got 2. Oh, we have 2 lots of cod. Okay, that makes sense. All right, well, we're eating fish today, guys. Oh, it smells really good. I guess I haven't eaten fast food in a while. Everything smells good. Okay, let's get this bad boy out. So I think this has got bacon, beef, and cheese. So we've got a 3-meat burger here with lettuce, tomato, and then their signature sauce. Ow, that's so hot. Or maybe I think I was gonna order it with bacon last time. Yeah, okay, so I forgot to add bacon. I'll take that back, but still. We've got a beef patty and a cheese, and there's some onion in there too. So, I mean, this looks good. It's super fresh. It was burning my hand. Right. The bun's great. That cheese is super, super duper good. I honestly thought that the cheese or the beef might actually overpower the cheese, but that's like the perfect balance. Yeah, check this patty out. Oh my God, it's so hot. That is excellent. Would highly recommend. All right, we got our tartar sauce. I've also got buttermilk ranch. Ooh, here we go. So this is the cod that I saw. We'll give it a little bit of a lemon. Oh man, it went everywhere. In your car, not ideal. I don't know how everybody does all of their food vlogs in their car. To me, that's just meh, but here we are. Okay, look at that. It's good. So crispy. Hear that crunch? It's really good. I'm very surprised for a fast food franchise. I was not thinking that this was going to be so fresh. That's really good, guys. And I don't normally rave about fish. Anything fried usually tastes good. That's excellent. I would definitely get that again. All right, going in last with the chicken tenders. They kind of look like my kids' chicken nuggets. Kidding. All right, we're gonna use their signature sauce this time. Again, I've never had any of these, so all right, bottoms up. Cheers, guys. So fresh, so hot. It's really good. Not as good as the cod though, but a really good chicken tender. It doesn't have the same crunch, but maybe a tender shouldn't. It's got really good flavor too.
You want to rate everything out of 10?
Okay, so for the burger, it was really good, but the beef might have overpowered the curd patty a little bit. I think if I was going to order that again, I would minus the beef and just have the cheese, because I took a piece out and ate it on its own and it was delicious. It had like Italian herb kind of vibes. So I'd give the burger a 7 out of 10, just because of that. I bet you it would be better if I didn't have the beef patty. Cod, I'd give that a 9 out of 10. That was really good, a nice piece of fish. And then for the chicken tenders, I don't know, I'm gonna give it a 6. That was really good. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I hope that you found that helpful. If you've got questions about your own training or your nutrition, by all means, please drop me a question in the comment section of this video, and stay tuned for my next, next video. We're going to be heading out to Vegas for the Olympia on Friday. So we'll be interviewing Brett Contreras. I'm going to be training and interviewing, podcasting with Dana Lynn Bailey. Some of you who are old school may know who that is, and a host of other fitness folks. So I cannot wait for that. I will be doing a full vlog for that weekend trip and fill you in all the details. So that'll be the most entertaining video, I think, of the year coming up soon. So until then, have a great week.